Hello, my name is Parker Thomas, and I am doing Unit 3, which is about copyright and fair use. So when we get started, I would like to tell you first what is copyright. Copyright is the legal protection for a variety of creative works, and is also one of many intellectual property rights, according to page 288 of the textbook. The first copyright law was signed into existence in 1790, and it was used to protect the creators of maps and books. And during this time, the copyright lasted for 14 years. And as time went on and technology advanced, we got more things that got protected by the copyright, and the times have extended as well. So the things that can be protected by copyright are literary works, musical works, like I guess an album or vinyls or something like that, dramatic works, choreography work, and pantomimes, sound recordings, motion pictures, just anything that's tangible. The only thing that you need for something to be copywritten is that it's in a fixed medium and that it's tangible in some way. So things like measurements or telephone numbers or even ideas and stuff, those can't really be copywritten because they aren't tangible. Um, so it has to basically be like some sort of physical thing, something you can experience and feel. And so moving on, we have fair use. And fair use, according to copyright.gov, is freedom of expression by permitting unlicensed use of copyrighted works in certain circumstances. Those circumstances are, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act, are criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. An example of this would be if I were to buy a new album, which I usually do at some points, and I wanted to review it and I played a few clips from it, that would fit under fair use. But fair use isn't just that cut and dry. There are other things that you have to take into consideration. There's 4 factors that's used to evaluate it. Those factors are the purpose and character of the work, the the nature of it, the amount that you use of a copyrighted work, and its use of value and marketability. Unlike the Miller test, you don't have to fulfill all of these, but if a substantial portion of these things are fulfilled, then you can lose your case or you can win your case. I'll give you some examples dealing with music sampling because I like music. First, there's the Vanilla Ice thing. What basically happened here is that Vanilla Ice sampled the bass line for Under Pressure by David Bowie and Queen, and he used it to make the song Ice Ice Baby. And that album with that song on it went on to sell 15 million copies. This is a gross violation of fair rights. And then the second case is the Grand Upright Music versus Warner Brothers, where Biz Markie sampled, Gilbert O'Sullivan's Alone Again. And his song was also called Alone Again. The thing is, the difference is Biz Markie actually asked for permission, but he didn't get the permission, and despite that, he went ahead and released the song anyway. The results of those 2 cases are that Vanilla Ice, as I said, didn't ask for permission, and he got threatened with a lawsuit. He knew he was wrong, and he knew that he would lose the lawsuit, so he went ahead and settled out of court for an undisclosed amount of money. To this day, we still don't know how much money, but they say it's in the millions, according to the book. And according to Rolling Stones, after it was all said and done, Bowie and Queen have the writing credits for that song, which they didn't really ask for. They weren't asked for permission or even made aware of the song until it was too late. So now they're linked to this song And you know, I wouldn't want to be linked to Vanilla Ice either, to be completely honest with you. As for the Biz Markie case, he lost. Like, he just lost because he blatantly stole it. And according to Judge Kevin Duffy, he used the Seventh Commandment, which is "Thou shalt not steal," as a basis for his ruling. It didn't help that Biz Markie's lawyer said that, well, we steal in music all the time. That didn't really help matters at all. And so he lost the case because of that. But the most important thing about Grand Upright Music versus Warner Brothers is that it set a precedent that made unlicensed sampling illegal. It set a legal precedent for it, whereas Vanilla Ice didn't actually even reach court, didn't have a court case because he knew he was wrong and he knew he would lose. So a modern example of this is the whole Pharrell Blurred Lines situation with Robin Thicke. They sampled a song by Marvin Gaye called "Gotta Give It Up," a song that we hear all the time at cookouts and family reunions. The Los Angeles jury in that court trial believed that they ripped off the song completely, and I'll have a comparison in the description. But if you listen to the song, they sound very similar as far as the beat and as far as some of the melodies go. As a result, Pharrell and Robin Thicke had to pay $7.3 million for this copyright infringement. It was not fair use. The reason why is because it fulfilled two of the factors of fair use, which is the song itself earned $17 million. 5.6 went to Thicke, 5.2 went to Pharrell, and $700K went to T.I. That deals with the whole marketability of it. They made a lot of money off of the back of Marvin Gaye and his estate. So that's one really major strike against them. And the second strike is that, like I said, if you listen to the song, you can hear the very uncanny resemblance to the original song, "Gotta Give It Up." Now there are some differences to it, but you're not an idiot. If you listen to the songs, you'll know exactly where they got it from, and that was like the second strike. Those two were enough to get Pharrell and them to have to pay the $7.3 million. Of course, Pharrell's opinion on this is that, well, this is going to stifle creativity because, you know, everything is going to have to be litigious when it comes to making music and doing sampling. I personally disagree because I don't think the issue at hand is that they sampled it. It was the fact that they sampled it and the Marvin Gaye estate didn't get any sort of money or monetary payments for using the song. It's basically plagiarism, and that's wrong. I mean, you can be inspired and there's a way to get samples and get them cleared, but if you don't clear the samples and you just steal, you're just a thief. You're just being a thief, and there's really no amount of pretty words you can use to justify it. So that's my opinion on that, and that is what I've learned in this unit. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I will see you later.